For the next 7 days, I'm gonna go on a dopamine detox to completely reset my mind and my body. Now, in this challenge, I'm gonna be cutting off social media. I'm gonna cut out sugary foods and junk food. I'm only gonna take cold showers, and I'm gonna limit my screen time to only 2 hours a day. The reason why I'm doing this challenge in the first place is so that I can put more energy and more focus into the things that I really love to do, and so that I can also build up my business for myself. You know, we have so many things around us these days that just take our attention and distract us from what really matters, and it's important to take a step back and gain control over your mind again, because we can't let these things take away our focus and our energy, because our energy is precious and we need to put it towards things that will either benefit us or benefit others. So you're gonna come along with me for this 7-day journey, and we're gonna see how my mind will change and how my body will change. So by the end, we'll see how my life has changed and how it has made me a better person. All right, so what's good, everybody? This is day 1 of my dopamine detox. And first of all, I think I should start with the reason why I'm even doing this in the first place. And it's so I can gain back control of my mind and my emotions, because social media has really been something on my mind a lot recently. And I feel like it's something that's kind of taken over my emotions, because I'm always comparing myself to somebody, and it's very unhealthy because I never remembered being this way in my life ever. It's not only social media, it's a lot of things surrounding it. Because when you go on social media, what do you see? You see everybody living better lives than you. They're getting more attention than you do. They're driving better cars than you do. They're making more money than you do. And it's just a constant battle. You feel like you're running towards a finish line of validation that doesn't really exist. And it just keeps on getting further and further as people accomplish more and more. And they post it on these social medias. And it's not really genuine. It just puts a false belief in your mind. And we're on it so often. We don't really realize how long we're on social media a day. If you check your screen time, you're gonna be on social media for a percentage of your day. You might think that you're using it less, but it's actually taking up a significant amount of your time. And it's the first thing that I go on in the morning. You know, like I open up my phone straight away. I go to Instagram, go to Snapchat, go to TikTok, just check my notifications. And it's a habit that I don't like, but I keep on doing, you know, because it's a constant trap. I'm just always wondering, like, oh, what's happening? Like, what's new? How many new followers did I get? And I don't want to put my value into the amount of followers that I have, but it's getting to a point where it's happening, you know? Like, I would post something, now wait later. You know when you close the app and then you come back later trying to see, oh, who followed me now? How many views did I get? And when I open the app and I see that only got like 1 follower, didn't get any followers, only 200 views, then it's getting to a point where it's actually affecting me deeply. And it's actually affecting my mood and is seeping into other things in my life. That demotivation after seeing that, compared to if I were to get like 10 new followers or like 6,000 views on a video, then I'd feel great. I'd feel like, wow, I'm doing really good. But when I do get results like, oh, I only got like 200 views or something like that, then I feel demotivated. It's affecting me. I don't feel like going to the gym after that. I don't feel like eating healthy. I just feel like sitting around just like feeling bad for myself. But that's not what I'm trying to do. That is not my goal. My goal is not to just maximize my amount of followers, to get 10 million views on a video, trying to blow up instantly. That's not my goal. The goal of my message is to spread something positive. I'm trying to inspire people to create, think outside the box. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And that's not going to be achieved with me creating clips that get 10 million views. Just me doing some random stuff trying to go viral. And I feel like this journey is going to help me achieve a clearer mind because I'm dealing with a good amount of brain fog right now. I'm feeling demotivated when I go on social media. But yeah, that's day one. I say that how I'm feeling right now is dealing with a good amount of brain fog right now. Lack of motivation. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on documenting everything about this journey, but this is day one. This is the first step of the journey. I'm trying to see how I feel after 7 days, if anything changes at all. And by the 7th day, I should be able to tell you guys that. I'll see you guys in the next day. All right, everybody, it's day 2 of the dopamine detox now. And the first thing that I want to say is that I have so much more time on my hands now. It's actually crazy. And I got so much done yesterday because the stuff that I would have been able to complete in one full day, I got done by 5 p.m. yesterday. So yesterday I went to the gym. I worked yesterday. I also worked on this painting. I read. I meditated. So all of those things I would have been able to finish in a full day, but I got all of that done by 5. The biggest problem I'm facing now is filling up my time because I have so much more time on my hands. I just try to keep myself productive throughout the day. And I never realized how long the day really is until I spend less time on my phone now. And I've been journaling everything that has been happening so far. And I've also realized a change in my mind. I'm not facing negative thoughts at all. I have way clearer mind. I'm having a more positive energy now. And I'm just in an overall happier mood because I'm not getting dopamine from false sources, from cheap dopamine. And I've also realized that when you remove dopamine from these easy ways, from your phone watching pointless content, eating junk food, and etc., that when you remove that from your life, you still crave dopamine. So your body's gonna find a way to get dopamine if it's not from those sources. So what's your body gonna do is actually gonna find ways to work and is gonna get pleasure from doing that work, from creating, from building, all of that. And there's a more natural way of getting dopamine. And I see that dopamine is actually supposed to be earned. It's not supposed to be just given to you through these easy ways that you get it on a daily basis. So the amount of work I got done yesterday is actually amazing to me because I cut down the amount of time it takes me to complete a task by about half. And I'm able to fit so much more into a single day. And I didn't even face any type of procrastination, no laziness, no fatigue in the middle of the day. I was just on go throughout the whole day. I also wrote in my notes that I'm feeling a lot more present now. I'm a lot more present in the moment. And when you do a dopamine detox, the number one thing that you're faced with is boredom. Oftentimes we just numb boredom away with the foods that we eat, the content that we watch. And boredom is supposed to be a good thing. It forces us to go outside, forces us to take action, instead of just sitting down, just trying to block it away. Okay, but that is what I have for day 2 so far. I'm gonna let you guys know what happens on day 3, but I'm already feeling such a change in my mind and my body with the foods that I'm eating, the way I'm using up my time, my productivity, and I'm feeling good so far. But I'm not gonna lie, you do have those times where you feel like sitting down and watch some Netflix, some YouTube, or just like scrolling on social media. But apart from that, I'm feeling pretty strong so far. So we'll see what is to come now. All right, everybody, this is the end of day 3 now. I want to give y'all a quick little update. I just got out of the gym now, and I've realized that I've have way more brain power now, and I've just been using all of that towards my goals and everything I'm doing throughout the day. And I'm finding new ways to fill out my time, if it's not going to work, and then it's writing videos, like writing scripts for videos and creating videos, and I feel like I'm really moving fast with my goals now than I was before, because I'm not filling my time with just numbness, just filler, distracting myself with things that I'm watching on social media, just scrolling on social media, and when you take that away, you have this gap of time that you can really do anything with. And with this brain power that I have, you start to do things way faster and you do it way better, because when you wake up in the morning, you have a set amount of brain power, and everything that you do can either boost it up or it can deplete it, and when the first thing that you do in the morning is just sit on your phone, you're depleting your brain power and you're handicapping yourself, because you have the rest of the day to go out with only about like 80% when you woke up with 100%, and the person with 100% brain power is always gonna do way higher quality work than the person with only 80%. And you're just putting yourself at disadvantage when you're doing this to yourself, and you have to be very careful what you use your brain power towards, and the things that I'm doing is using a lot of brain power, and it requires me to do that as well, because I want it to be the highest quality work that I do. I like to create things, so it takes a lot of brain power, and I need to create high quality work. But that's something that I've realized, how precious the brain power that we have is, and how I was just depleting it, and it was just like falling out my hands without me even realizing it. But now I'm actually using it towards something productive, and it feels way better, because I'm moving towards a place where I want to be, and I'm not distracted by anything else. It just feels like it's just me, it's just me alone. I'm not worried about what anybody else is doing, and it feels great, because this is the way how I want it to be, just focus on me and myself. So yeah, that is an update on day 3 now. I'm still feeling pretty strong. We'll see how the rest goes, but yeah, I'll see you all on day 4. All right, everybody, so it's now day 5 of the dopamine detox, and I didn't record yesterday, but I did write in my journal, and I wrote that you start to realize how much people do the things that you've cut off since the dopamine detox, such as staying on their phone, eating just anything that they see. And it's temptation. There's a lot of temptation around you, but you do get stronger every time you resist it. It's definitely way easier to resist now than at the start of the challenge, but that's the main thing that I've noticed so far. And at times life can feel very like black and white, because you're not at the same levels of dopamine you're getting in a regular day. You're significantly cutting it down, and you actually have to work for the dopamine that you get, and it's earned instead of given to you. So obviously your body's gonna have to adjust to this drop. Apart from that, definitely building some good mental strength, and I would definitely recommend this. Even just being 5 days in, I would definitely recommend people to do this at least once in their life, because you start to place a sensor on the things that you're going through life with. You start to really see things as what they are, and you're not just mindlessly walking around copying what everybody else is doing, because not what everybody is doing is necessarily good for you. It's important to have a strong mental. You can't have a weak mental that's swayed by others, swayed by anything. You go off of what you want and where you want to be. Other people don't influence you. So that is what I have for today. This is the update for day 5. I'm gonna continue on with day 6 and day 7. All right, everybody, so day 6 now, and I think I've gotten to the point where this has just become my normal life. It doesn't feel like I'm cutting out anything. It doesn't feel like I'm doing a challenge necessarily. It just feels like regular life to me now. And I don't even have the desire to go on social media right now. And even just the thought of it just makes me like, I'm like, what's the point? I don't really want to be looking into other people's lives because I've just been so invested in my own. And I've also built much more gratitude for everything around me. I'm a lot more grateful for everything. I'm present with everything. But I have nothing but good things to say right now. I'm feeling a lot happier. I'm putting a lot more time into the things that matter. I'm putting a lot of my time into YouTube now, putting it into creating videos and painting, going to work, things of that sort. And life feels like it's in a good flow right now, and I just want to keep that flow. So that is my update on day 6. All right, guys, so it is now day 7 of the dopamine detox, and I'm just so glad that I did this because it has put me in a state of mind that is just addicted to working now. Every single time I'm either putting my energy towards painting, putting my energy towards creating a new YouTube video, and this dopamine detox has actually brought me back towards creating videos because I haven't created videos in a good amount of time. Just so glad that I did it because I've learned so much about myself, and it has put me in a more directed place to go with my life. And I would definitely recommend this for everybody to do. So I want to go back and recap everything that I wrote for these days. So in the start, I was saying that I was feeling stuck. I felt like I wasn't really focused on myself. I wasn't really focused on my goals or the direction I wanted to go. And I was having limiting beliefs because I was constantly feeding myself things that weren't educating me, things that weren't improving me, or they weren't even affecting me in a positive way. And with that, I was feeling stuck, so I turned to dopamine detox because I wanted a better sense of direction. I wanted more control over my mind and my productivity because I was in a lazy state that wasn't serving me in any way. So I wanted to break out of that, and I feel like I really did throughout this week. And even from day 1, I was starting to see the benefits. I was saying that I was feeling very present in the moment, and that has carried along with me throughout this whole challenge. Because before I wasn't really present. Like I was there, but I wasn't there. The days feel so much longer now. The days were just flying by when I was just wasting it away, just spending time on my phone or on technology, not doing anything that was beneficial to me. So I was saying that I was feeling very present, and I was feeling better mood. I was focused on myself, and I was moving towards a place where I wanted to be in. And now day 3, good things were starting to attract into my life. I was being better with my communication with people. I was getting better things in my life, just in various aspects. And I was spending a lot of my time working now instead of just lounging. I was working, I was making money, I was going to work. If I wasn't working, then I was painting, I was working out. Those were things that I was getting dopamine out of. And instead of getting it the fast way and getting cheap dopamine, I was getting dopamine the way how it was supposed to be earned, by working and actually putting myself through these things and receiving the pleasure of completing it after. Now, day 4, is where I start to realize that people all around me are doing these habits that I have cut off. And this was influencing me a little bit, but it didn't break me at all, because I knew the reason why I started and I wanted to get through it all. And along with watching them do these things and resisting it, every single time that I resisted it, I just felt like I was gaining even more power and even more willpower and control over myself. And as a man, you need control over yourself. I just feel like I'm in a way better place than I was before. And I want to continue doing this because you feel like you're moving way faster than everybody else. And this is something that not much people are doing. And if you want to get ahead of other people, you need to do what they're not doing as well. So that is my recap on this 7-day dopamine detox. It has really helped me, and I feel like I'm gonna develop some more skills as I go along. And these things are very applicable to my creativity, to my business, to my work, my school. Everything is gonna help me out, and I'm so grateful for going through it all. It has really strengthened me, has made me stronger in a lot of aspects, not only in my body, but most importantly in my mind. And that is a place where you need to be the strongest that you can be. So I want to thank you all for coming along this journey with me. I hope that this has inspired you to take on the challenge of your own, whether it is a dopamine detox or if it's just to cut out certain things from your life to move towards a better direction and get more focused on where you want to be. So I want to thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I want to thank you all once again. But if you're an artist or you are looking for ways how you can start selling your artwork, I do have a school community in the description. I want to invite you to join that. I'm gonna help you one-on-one, and you can learn how to sell online, through social media, or in person. I'm gonna guide you through every single step of the way. So if you're interested, click the link in the description and join the school community.